From my experience at Little Lions, I've noticed a few things. One thing that I think the club isn't that effective on is the age range of the club that they offer for children. So, for example, Little Lions offers children from the age of 3 years old to come play football. Although this is a good feature to have, it promotes exercise at a young age, I believe it has some problems to it. For example, from my sessions, I've experienced children are always wanting to pick the football up instead of kicking it. They don't understand the rules of football yet. They don't understand the game itself yet. And I believe this is a dangerous thing to have as players. Children will be going to kick the ball, and then some of the children, even though they are taught to, will still pick the ball up. This will cause injury to some players as they're going to get their hands hurt, and I therefore think is one of the few ineffective parts of Little Lions and to the organisation. However, one of the good effective things that Little Lions does is the banners for the parents and to get them away from the session and don't distract the children. So as I set up for the sessions on a Saturday morning, something I find effective is what I wrote, or what is wrote on the banners, I should say. To make the club effective, there are polite reminders to the parents to sit behind the banners in the waiting area so the parents don't get involved in the session and therefore allow the children to develop their own skills. There are also safeguarding issues that are wrote down on these banners, such as reminding them not to take pictures, as the only people allowed to are the coaches at the end of the sessions, when the winners get official pictures behind official Little Lions banners that are put on social media that the parents can then look at. I also think having the banners up is effective, as when they come in, they're not asking the coaches, where do we sit, what can we do. It's clearly written on the banners where to sit, where to look for your child, and this allows coaches to set up the session effectively and not disrupt their pattern of coaching. It allows the club to be effective and sessions to run smoothly. So my qualifications and why I need a level 1, why I need a first aid, why I need a safeguarding qualification is something that I think is quite effective from the group, from the organisation. To ensure the club is effective, I have to have the qualifications I've just mentioned. The level 1 is to show the children, and more importantly the parents, that I am competent. A quote that I've found is, when children perceive that they are not competent, motivation levels decrease, which increases the likelihood of dropping out of sport, from May et al. 2007. So this kind of shows, when I'm coaching, I need to know what I talk about. So do my level 1, it therefore shows I know I'm talking about relevant techniques, demonstrations, and it gives some confidence to the parents. Yeah, my child is going to be at a good football club or organisation such as Little Lions. I need my safeguarding qualification to prove I can work with players under the age of 16, and that the session will be in a fun and safe environment to make the club effective. And finally, my first aid qualification is quite self-explanatory but vital to have. It makes the session safe, and if anything happens to the players, injuries, concussion, or even to an extreme scenario, cardiac arrest, I have the tools to know what to do, and this makes the club effective. And then finally, just on a personal note, is my timekeeping, and why is this effective? It's effective because the coaches, all of the assistant ones, are required to get to sessions 15 minutes beforehand and this allows me to set up the banners and the equipment, so when the players come for 9 a.m, they're ready to go, and so am I. It sets out a good image for the parents, as they don't have to watch me set up for 10-15 minutes, and instead they can watch their child play football for the full 1 hour duration. I believe this makes the club very effective.